Dude, Shiny Silencer. They were spitting when they came up with Shiny Silencer. Possibly I don't know if you could start with a better enchanted item. But that might be because I've never really thought about it. But I'm gonna run enchanted every time, okay? Just because it's fun, man. Heavy powder flask. Radiant bayonet is dookie. Golden, bronze, amber, green. You know what? I'm gonna go heavy powder flask. But I think this is like our first kind of whiff. It's nice to have a powder flask, and heavy's a good enchantment. But it only goes off when it slows. Okay. I'm gonna roll. I really don't want to run revolver if I can avoid it. But I think actually this is kind of an amazing start for slowing. I don't know if that is the sort of thing we really care about. I don't even know who to fight, man. To be honest with you, I mean, Fanged Inglet to try to get a pelt. Or Banana Bull for like HP. I guess, don't you have a skill too? Weapons have 5% crit chance. That might not be worth less. Switchblade is helpful. We got a heck of a lot of slowing going on for sure. Well, kind of. But obviously what I'm looking for is like a double barrel. Not to be insane. But a double barrel would hit the spot. Now Fang is like bugged, right? And I say it's bugged because I'm pretty sure they gave it a lower cooldown instead of raising its cooldown, but maybe that's on purpose. We should look for a slow item. You know what we need? We need, like, Yite, if that's how it's pronounced. Which I, like, never look for. But if we get Yite, that would scale like crazy with, like, all the slows we got going on. Your leftmost item gains value equal to this item's value? That seems pretty bad. The exception is ambergris. But I wasn't going to go back to the well and run back ambergris so fast. What do you got, man? Beach ball pufferfish. That's kind of scary. You're going to be able to put quite a lot of poison on me pretty quick. We're going to put some slows out there, but you're like a charging build. I'm not saying we're gonna lose. I'm just saying it's a little scary. There's like the compound interest, you know? We're gonna get you, but it was slightly spooky. Obviously, this is not where I want to be long term, but always happy to get a win when things are a little bit uncertain. You might be better off running a revolver. I don't know. I don't think that's like mission critical right now. Why am I looking at non-weapon items? Well, am I crazy? Wow, I don't know. Would you rather run pop snappers? We'd like that. I guess I'm gonna buy out the stock, man.
Use that for the good of all.
I don't feel comfortable selling anything yet. Weirdly enough.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Sure. Your rightmost burn item is +3 burn.
I'm just getting you ready for them.
This might be sort of insane. Is this like possibly so much worse than what I was already rocking? I just feel like the pop snappers are gonna go crazy because the damage is like sort of it's stacking. It's compounding. But I don't have an answer for that yet. This might even be a build. Yo-Yo must have a 5-second cooldown! Wait a second. What we're rocking here is trash. I've created a situation where I am going to die. Okay, pop snappers. It would have been nice to get the dub. I'm gonna be kind to myself.
Here's a little tip.
That stung too. And I'm going to say that this was a great lesson that we should obviously not rely on pop snappers to do our dirty work for us. This seems right. Okay. Am I crazy to... like, it's been so long since I fought Coconut Crab, I don't remember what it does. Coconut Crab, first time you fall below half health, you get a seashell maybe, you get Crusher Claw. Not really like what we're looking for. And then Borear. Borear's got a reasonable amount of garbage. But do we beat... What's the other one? Rogue Scrapper? I have a hard time imagining we don't beat Rogue Scrapper. If this goes wrong, I'm gonna cry for sure, though. And dude, the skill would be awesome. Because this time we actually... We're using our Bolus. Instead of just relying on Pop Snappers to deal all the damage. It's happening again, isn't it? Not to go Twin Peaks mode on you, but what a crit! What a crit! Stay in there. It's gonna be tight, but you got slows. Land this, man. You can land this plane. I can break these cuffs. I can break these cuffs. Who dares wins, buddy? Skill.
See that plank?
All weapons gaining 6 damage is actually pretty sick. We don't need to go in on it yet, though. Neutral item. Or small and large. I gotta exercise some choice on this one. Honestly, I don't think any of them are good. I know Clamorous is slow, but we don't have like a slow synergy. I think it's definitely Crow's Nest. So I think here's how it goes. Sell. Then sell. That takes us to 13. You buy Crow's Nest. Maybe a Vanessa's Amulet for the future, and maybe an axe. I know we just bought out the whole shop, but... Any chance you give XP? I can never remember, honestly. Skill or upgrade an item? I think we go upgrade, and this is messy, but you gotta forgive me for a second here. We upgrade Crow's Nest. And then do we really just rock Life-Stealing Bolus? With a 40% crit chance? Sorry, with a 50% crit chance? I do think this is a situation where, like, our board expanding would be sick.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
But... I think this might be the best option for what we got right now. They have a double barrel, beach ball, pet rock. I really don't know what to think. Having lifesteal should go kind of crazy, but we do need to, like, live. That's... I mean, it's looking likely. I would love it if the charge time was, like, a little faster. Give it a second, man. That pet rock is going nutty, though! 52 damage, pet rock. 64 damage, pet rock! We're gonna lose, man! You didn't crit! Okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's just the first time I've suffered a loss in this game in a little while, okay? So cut me some slack. So what was my plan? My plan was, you can run it 2 ways. You can run single weapon lifesteal. It's just always nice to have a Crow's Nest. And then the other plan was, like, weapon spam with Crow's Nests with the high crit chance. And then just burst them down. I think we definitely want a skill. I still think we got a good thing going here. All weapons having an extra 10 damage is nice for one plan that we were looking at. I mean, I do think Katana goes crazy. It just needs a way to scale, which we do not have. But I will buy you and just hold you. Crit hasten item adjacent. You know, it's a little expensive. I don't think you're ever going to apply. You're way too slow, unless, I mean, maybe pun intended, I suppose. You're kind of too slow as well. Crit hasten item. I think, strangely enough, we want this. And the whole idea is, like, Fang goes fast, has a 50% crit chance, roughly. You use that to haste the Bolus, which is what actually does the damage. I do recognize this leaves us in a position without lifesteal, which is looking pretty stupid right now. It's looking very, very, very dumb. That's not winnable. It might have been possible if we didn't put Fang out there. That's entirely my own fault. We're figuring this run out as we go. One thing's for sure, we don't want our highest damage weapon to be Bolus. We want to... Okay, a Cutlass is now... Oh, the cookery. A Cutlass with no scaling. That's tough, man. If I'm being realistic, I don't know. You're not good. You're never going to be good. That now gives us space for Cutlass to exist.
Oh, delivery's free.
And then
I like the exercise.
you run like that. I mean, I'll do it. Never mind. We do have scaling. The problem is you like lose life still. But the katana getting the silver is not mission critical, to be honest. Okay.
Shopper 5 vintage. New is for suckers.
65%. I feel like you got it. It's only 10 damage, but it's like I would choose to think of it as like it's a 50% damage improvement. I do feel like our run is bad. But I feel like it's one grenade launcher away from being good, maybe. That's a scary Langzhan, man. Yeah, it's difficult to imagine this one winning. We do have haste. We really need to like double crit. You need to be a little faster, little bro. That's gonna kill us. Okay, we're in tight right now. This is a really tight position to be in. I'm very happy we got the first win on day one. That was very much up in the air. We need to find a way to scale a weapon. Basically, we need Curio. Do I have shovel? No. Okay, so I didn't waste my time there. I'm gonna take the free damage. It seems like you need the weapon, right? As much as like an upgrade on maybe the amulet is like the way that you want to go. We kind of need a weapon to commit to. And it could be cut. Oh, it could be sub, man. Not much with sub with you. Let's just divest a little bit. None of these at the bronze level are gonna last.
Enjoy the thrill of battle.
Upgrade a
The
bronze.
rest of the tyrant's gold.
60-60 with a 4-second cooldown.
I'll keep honing
I'm pretty skeptical of this right now, but we are going to be hard to kill. Losing twice to the AI is pretty bad as well. That's not good for us. But I certainly don't think it's like a guaranteed one-win game. The sub being so slow is really PMO right now. And it turns out a 65% crit chance is not as high as I would like it to be. Which is why getting the Crow's Nest upgrade would be pretty sick. But we need your... We want what we had last run. We want like a shadow cloak that, you know, runs this town. We're not going to get it from you, but that's okay. Alright, that's pretty bad. We do have a star chart. To be fair, we could take this off and run star... That's just literally strictly better, man, now that I think about it. We don't need to run sub forever. We just need it for a little bit. I'll take 10 extra damage for 5 gold. That's pretty cheap. We're going up against Kitten Middens. I feel like... I don't know what we're weak against. Because we actually have like a great deal of sustain. But there's definitely like synergistic builds that could rinse us.
nobody.
Trebuchet, they're going to slow us, which is really bad. In fact, they have a lot of slow. This is like my reckoning for not, oh my god, heavy grab. Slow one item for 8 seconds! That's it for 8 seconds? Oh no, man. I should have stuck with my gut. Yeah, I don't think that's getting there, bro. Holy cow!
I flow like the wind.
Okay, it's bad. It's a bad situation. I don't really know how we're gonna get out of this. I'm praying for kind of like some items to show up and just gift me a win, essentially. Don't really. I need a skill more than a little bit of. I was gonna say an upgrade we don't need, but then there's a lot of irony involved there. I can't believe I'm spending on this. Okay, like iron sharpens iron is good. Improvised weaponry, it fits with our crit build much better. Truth be told, we're gonna need money at some point. We do now have a form of scaling. As bad as our run is, and the fact that we have lost to the AI should emphasize that, I don't think we're bad enough to lose to Trash Town Mayor, which means we have a chance to get augmented weaponry or augmented defenses. Obviously, I prefer augmented weaponry. Either one would be good. Or I don't know, man, maybe you just start building around like a silver dog. Maybe that's the play. I'll tell you one thing. Upgraded Sextant so we get 2 seconds of haste instead of 1 is like, that takes us to perma haste. Which is so much better than watching this thing slowly charge and then whiff its 65% crit chance. There you go. Now you're cooking. You just needed a little, you needed the bear. You needed a little tough love. You needed, they're ordering sandwiches at my sandwich restaurant. This is crazy. Let's go. Useless. Useless item. For us. We want Sextant. I'm taking a stab at it, though. I'm taking a stab at it. Trash Golem. Garbage, I think. Like, not to... No pun intended. I don't really think we're looking for what you've got. Technically, there's items you have that we could put on our board without ruining our run. But... you're not going to give us, like, a Hail Mary. But you are going to allow us to level. And if you could allow us to level... Well, let's just win the fight first. Can you crit... when it's important for once in your life? Oh my god, you've done it. You've done it. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Please, for the love of God, tell me this level is upgraded silver.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
No, that's next level. Okay. Silver tier loot, please. I'm crashing out a little bit. There's no doubt about it. You don't do anything. Truth be told, the situation we're in... What do we care about 5% extra? We gotta take a stab at finding something we already have. Yeah, that made sense. You can go. I hate to lower your crit chance. You're never gonna fit on the board again. You're never gonna make it on the board. We're kind of ride or die on the sub, man. You can run this. I'm not optimistic about the setup, just to be clear. In case you were like, wow, this guy's probably really optimistic about his setup, I would say that that's not correct.
But I've seen my share of storms.
Torpedo, shielded seaweed. If I may say one thing, I am really glad I took a poison item. It's a very small amount of poison, but it's possible that it might make some degree of difference. Just getting your HP low enough so you lose in the sandstorm. Like, it hits around your shield. Obviously, we're not going to take down your shield. We need to keep ours high. I mean, 10 poison is really unlikely to make the difference. Stop hitting me! You got a crit so you get haste, man! Oh my god, he held? Okay. I am crashing out, but at the same time, it did what it needed to do in the moment, but if it hit some crits earlier, it wouldn't have had to hit so many crits at the end. Okay. Like, this is really bad. This is not going well. Certainly we need this. I mean, we really don't want to run the sub long term. But am I a bad enough dude to go to the weapon shop? No, man, I'm just about a bad enough dude to fight Chili Charles. And I don't really know what I would do with all that information or that technique we're applying here. We may not lose to Chili Charles, but we stand a reasonable chance to lose to Chili Charles. It's gonna come down to who has more health when the sandstorm hits. We're up there right now, but we do keep getting frozen, which is bearish. Don't freeze the sub, for the love of God. Oh my God, and we even crit.
Sails down, anchors up. Just waiting for
No! Let me emphatically state the obvious, okay? What we have right now is not working. I say that for me. It's not for you, it's for me. What does that mean for us, decision-making wise? We need to do something else. We need to run a different sort of build. So the last half of today, and it's a big ask, man, we have to go to every shop with all our gold and try to find the it doesn't have to win, but it has to give you a chance at not losing, because this is just losing.
waste of gunpowder.
Let me state the obvious. This is better than the jellyfish. I don't expect it to move the needle for us a ton, but none of these do, and I do like dock lines, but it's not enough. I find it hard to believe that that'll do it, but you need the haste for 2 seconds.
Ooh, the key
That's
to
what you do,
blade.
right?
The quicker the fight.
Yes, okay. This is not what I promised that I was going to do, but it's hard to pass up on that juicy yield. All right. 70% crit chance, 2 seconds of haste, and it's gaining health, which is also gaining shield. It doesn't look like it, but we made an improvement, okay? What do you got for me? Rifle and a heavy bayonet with a heavy bayonet. That's gonna stink. But at least we have haste. And we don't really care if they slow down the honing steel. What was that, man? You didn't crit. You have a 70% chance to crit. Oh my God. Hang on. I'm not getting too cocky, but we're mathematically above them. And even with, did Life Preserver go? It may have already gone. No, probably not. Now it's gone. We can't lose. Oh my God, we're so bad. It turns out the run wasn't bad at all. Our opponents were just really good, man. Our run, actually, this is a guaranteed 10-piece. I'm joking. But it's definitely not as bad as I thought it was. It got to 2. I thought for a while we were going to be hard stuck at 1 just because we kept getting I mean, we lost to Chili Charles, man. Chili Charles, he doesn't even attack. It can't be gumballs. Gumballs is when your build is locked. We're not even close to locked. I can't imagine a world where that really matters, to be honest. But I could put a chum bucket out here, but you're going to get the crit chance regardless. I don't think that really... The reason I think that this is not a 10-win build is because we don't often lose to like a honing steel submarine, but it is better than what we had for ourselves. Please, somebody that has Crow's Nest. I'll fight a turtle. I think this is a rare opportunity to XP max. Maybe the enchantment at level 10 can save us. What do you even have, man? What do you even have? You're a shield merchant. This is so embarrassing. I'm looking at that turtle like I would give anything to have that run. Why do I fall in love with every run I see that shows me a little bit of tension? We might be able to hang, man. We're actually up a little bit on HP, but they're scaling like better than we are, especially because we apparently never crit 2 times in a row. Please, please. We're gonna win. We're gonna beat the turtle. I knew we could do it. That's not necessarily like super bullish that we were able to beat Treasure Turtle, but maybe it's the start of something beautiful, man. Okay, I mean you're a really good item. You're not what if it thinks my bag is full, man? Well, we're never gonna use you again. We want a gold tier skill. When you crit your heal items, gain 20 heal. It seems interesting to rock with like a seaweed on the board or something, but give me the extra crit chance. We need the perma haste, especially because we're like basically about to get locked down. Like we should expect to be running into very strong enemy builds pretty soon. I'm gonna go main menu mode and then come back in here because I do think we want Tropical Island. We got too much money and probably too much bag space to not be messing with Tropical Island.
Your aura guided me to what you needed. I can feel our energies resonate.
It's just one of those items that is like, it's hard to not buy. I know you're looking at this powder flask and you're like, what are you going to do with it? You just chill, man. Just chill a little. I wouldn't expect you to understand it just yet. How much prestige? 6? That's bad. I don't think we're going to have to wait till level 10 for the enchantment, man. I think the enchantment is going to show up a little early. That's hot. That's a hot build. You got a lot of damage coming out there. You have not lost, but what's crazy is that like I'm looking at your board and I'm like we win. I don't have anything to really make it make sense, but I don't think your board can beat us. Can you please crit 2 times in a row? You have an 85% crit chance. You're perfect, and that we're back, man. Their build is actually dog. Or at least we counter them. So we take those. We can still get to 4. 4 is still in the cards for us. Of course I'd go to Bazaar Con. You know what? It's a great time. Oh, no. That's kind of crazy. In the sense that it buffs the shields as well as the health and the damage, and the damage also buffs the shield. I'm as surprised as anybody, man, but it's tempting, but I'm gonna say no for now. I think I rarely find myself fighting the frigate. It's not an XP max, but they are like, I thought you were vehicle focused. Never mind. This decision doesn't really make any sense. I don't think we're really missing out on too much from Bouncertron, but the XP does add up. The fact that this, no, oh my god, not having 100% crit chance is driving me crazy, man. Why you can't crit twice in a row? That's insane! We should have bought gumballs, because the extra, I mean, if you go from 85 to 90, that's like 1/3 less chance of being disappointed. You can check my math on that one, I'm willing. Silver sub with 90 base damage is like, it's feeling pretty not good. You got any gold weapons in here that might tickle my fancy? Nah, man, not really. Definitely not. Could have used you about 8 days ago. You pretty much have to take this. That's another strong Vanessa. I kind of hope they're like fake strong like the last one, but I think that's a perfect build so far. Heavy Langjan that basically will kill us if it hits us. And our sub has an 8-second cooldown. Not great. Maybe it'll get to like go off once or something. Apparently not. What the heck was that sound? Oh my, it's the first time I've seen it.
Glimpse of your potential.
Oh man, that's funny. I mean, I know it's like we want you to be we want you to be perma-hasted. What are you doing? Oh, this shows you that you're on lethal now, okay. So I'm assuming when you go off, you're gonna haste something for haste 3 items for 1 second. Okay, okay. You're giving yourself a much better chance at perma-haste. We could have gone random, too. I mean, I'm not trying to bury the lead. It would be nice to just get to 4 wins, man. Am I crazy if I pull this, I go to 55% crit chance, man. What if you pulled this and you put seaweed? Like, your cooldown's going to be a little bit higher, which sucks, but we shouldn't need the heal. That's like as bad as the silencer is here. Our heal comes from the sub. If any, yeah, no, that makes sense. Change my life. Save my life with a single weapon, please. Change an item with damage effects. Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest is probably like 20 damage, right? Your weapons have plus 30 damage. It's not insignificant, but in the whole scheme of things, it is. When you crit deal 40 damage, that's Sextant. Silencer, Obsidian this has double damage bonus, and then Power Sander deal 20 damage. I think you go. I mean, 30 damage is not nothing. I'll admit, man. But it's gonna turn it into a weapon. Right? Which means we wouldn't have lifesteal anymore. Which means I essentially have to just override it. And it's actually nice to get the damage. It just sucks we didn't get a second enchantment, but... Boys, I don't know. I think that the skill that they have is one of the few things that could single-handedly bring us a chance to get out of the dirt. We're gonna... You don't need me to say it, do you? Oh my god, we didn't get critted, so that's a first. Oh my god, we left him alive on 40 HP, kill him!
You know this isn't over.
Is something bugged with the Sextant? Why are you... Oh, because you're probably hasting the Power Sander instead, man. Okay, hang on. You gotta go. It's too late for you. You're not gonna fit here. Please tell me you got something, man. What is this? Charge your other non-weapon. Get out of my face, man.
Who I am. At the edge of the foundation, they wait. They build.
This seems really bad.
No sale. I want what's right for you.
I gotta look, sorry.
Whatever is free. I like the exercise.
Admittedly, you are like really good for bursting. You do so much. 3.4 seconds, you do 180 damage. 4 seconds, you do 40 damage. But you would go down to 3.4 as well. Yeah, it's just, I mean, you get like double the haste, and it's the sub is better. I wish it weren't the case.
And I'll trot it to your door.
I wish it weren't the case, but the sub is better, man. Maybe I should have looked at the Arbalist. This is bad!
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with
I
I
think we're gonna get stuck on 3.
But I've seen
Not just because we're fighting good enemies, we're going up against some nightmares as well. Also, the heavy items from opponents are ruining our life. Hang on. This just hold. This all is not lost yet. Oh my god, you didn't crit. I'm gonna crash out, man. It's too late for that now. You can't just crit now and be like, you didn't crit twice in a row. You're killing me. You're ending my life.
All cannon, no ball.
Let this be a lesson to you. There's a staggering difference between 100 and 85. Let's put it that way. This one was kind of a disaster, but that's what happens when you don't get carried by an incredible small enchanted item on day one, at least for me. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. We learned 20 skills finally and hit level 3 in the Bazaar, whatever that means. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Later.